This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. And giving us the rundown from the sidelines, reporter Ali LaForce.
Here we go.
So the Lakers win the tip. Pass to Hayes. Wembanyama with some nice D.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
James with a steal. Now the Lakers moving it up. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
Come on, man. Mate Mombi.
Knowing exactly where his guys are at all times. That's a nice dime from the King.
On offense, here is San Antonio. Clark Hachimura has always been a monster with his strength. He knows how to use his frame.
He sure does, and he has an ample frame, B.A. And working out with LeBron during the summer. And training certainly hasn't hurt him in that regard. He knows how to use his body, but he's also become a pretty reliable three-point shooter and all-around scorer.
Grant, when you talk about De'Aaron Fox, what an exciting player.
That he is, and just now entering the prime years of his career. We've seen him make great strides the last few years, and it's scary trying to think just how much he can still improve.
Well, last season we saw Luka Doncic score 73 points, tied for fourth most in NBA history, Clark.
B.A., he is so special, and the thing about the 73 he got, it was the most efficient 70-point game in league history. And with how offense-heavy the league is going, I wouldn't put it past him to go north of Kobe Bryant's mark of 81 at some point. He's got that kind of ability.
He hits the second from the line. Clark, when you watch Luka Doncic play, how is he able to just control the games like he does?
He's a savant. That's all I can say.
Come on, man.
Way ahead of himself. I mean, this guy's been a pro since he was 13 or 14 years old. There's nobody else in the NBA that's been a pro that long, I don't think. So, unique in that regard. Great size, uncanny, underrated strength. And then his vision, his pace, all of that, what allows him to really not ever be sped up or out of control.
Now here's Barnes. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Nails it from three.
Boy, you got to respect the long-range accuracy of Barnes now. When he gets a little daylight, he's dangerous from the perimeter.
Hachimura from long range. That one misses. He's 1 for 3. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Ali.
I did briefly speak with J.J. Redick, and they have to deal with one of the quickest guys in the league in De'Aaron Fox. Coach told me it's almost impossible to stay in front of De'Aaron, so we'll try to give whoever is guarding him help, especially if Fox gets rolling. We'll see how that plan works.
And Ali, thanks. And it's a Spurs ball. Out to Fox. Outside Wembanyama. Five on the clock. Double on Wembanyama. Barnes with it. Hachimura covering. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. The Lakers trail. James goes in. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Here's Fox. Oh, it's stolen by Hachimura. Back to James. Pass to Hayes. James outside. The offensive rebound. Spins. Tries again. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. It's going to be on LeBron James. That's his first foul of the game. A minute 53 left in the opening quarter. Down low. Here's Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
And you see how fluid Wembanyama is. 7'5" guys shouldn't be able to move like this.
The 6-footer. Doncic feeling it out a bit. Pass to Hayes. Just 4 to shoot. And there's James from the arc. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Spurs lead by 4. Fox with the ball. Hayes picks him up. Wembanyama, no good.
Come on, Diana.
And so it's James with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Doncic outside. To the inside. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by James.
Thank you.
.54 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Fox. To the left side wing. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. To get back on track, it's going to be on LeBron James. That's foul number 2 for him.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating them to the spot. Well done.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Back to Fox. With the drive. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
Fox is so good at exploiting the pick and roll. When the defense goes under the screen, he knows exactly what to do. Burn them with the jumper.
To the middle. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move. He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama. Los Angeles shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. Pass to Vassell with 2 seconds left. No good, off the front rim. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. San Antonio on top, up by 3. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Well, Clark, every player should know their leash with the officials.
Very much so, but I think most players should keep their mouths shut. There's too much yakking at officials, in my mind. It takes away from the beauty of the game. It's an eyesore, and I wish more players would just play and keep their mouths shut, especially when it comes to talking to the officials.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. You know, Clark, with the Lakers, at times it is hard to maintain a sense of continuity.
Boy, it sure is, B. I mean, there's always pressure to improve or be at your best, but even more so when you're playing in the glitz and glamour of L.A. and all that history. And because of that, sometimes it can lead to high team turnover when you're playing for the Lakers.
San Antonio leading by 3.
Hey, come around.
Pass to Mamukelashvili. James with the rebound. So it's the Lakers now. Kicks it to Doncic. Now here's Reeves. Here's Lynn. Oh, wow!
Watch out below.
Big finish. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, there's a lot of room for growth for the Spurs, even with their rising star, Victor Wembanyama, who said, I know it's not going to be easy. It's going to take some time before we contend for a title. I'm ready for anything and ready to sacrifice. I'm patient, but I'm not wasting time. Brian, plenty of motivation.
Chasing greatness is what they're doing, Allie.
He's hard to stop when given any room to operate at all.
Reeves with the ball. Fox picks him up. Good.
Come on,
Reeves
Fox.
has got his first points of the game.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
From undrafted to closing games with LeBron and AD, Austin Reeves, what a story, Clark.
It really is a great story. I mean, this guy has just continued to prove the doubters wrong. Nobody's going to outcompete him. He's fearless. He's got great skill. Doesn't lack for confidence either. He's one of my favorite players to watch.
Fox double teamed. Pass to Champagnie. Three-pointer. They get it again. Fox right side. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Mamukelashvili. Back to Fox. Clock at 4. Misses another. Just 1 of 4 from the floor. James with the ball. Now guarded by Wembanyama. LeBron! Just too much!
Fighting through contact. Not easy trying to corral LeBron when he's focused on scoring. Good luck with that.
Pass to Mamukelashvili. Left side, Wembanyama. Rebounded by the Lakers. Now Hachimura. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's foul number 2 for him.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
From deep, here's Doncic. It's hauled in by Mamukelashvili. San Antonio trailing here. Fox outside. Up and over Doncic. Set it up with a fake, but it's offline.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
A minute 50 left in the first half of this one. Hachimura left side. Back to Lin. Out to Hachimura. Here's Castle. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Austin Reeves picks one up.
You know, guys, this is an exciting young player. Stephon Castle does a little bit of everything. He hustles, plays defense, got a national championship in college, so he is a winner, too.
The first free throw is good. You know, Grant, you talk to scouts about Stephon Castle. They just feel like this guy's a winner.
Well, certainly we saw that at Connecticut. Now, as a freshman, he was a key piece in their title run. He actually turned up his game in the tournament, and that's rare for any freshman.
Now, here is James.
Shit, man.
Give him 8.
Come on, man.
And that one's good.
Well, that's exactly where LeBron wants to go. Almost unstoppable once he gets the ball in the painted area.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand.
Boy, nice way to punctuate that possession.
Pass to Reeves. 6 to shoot. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. Clock at 6. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. Hayes misses. Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes.
Wembanyama. The basket's good off the assist from Fox. Wembanyama's got 4 points in the quarter. LeBron on the go. Here's Hayes. Goes back up. And finished off by Hayes.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
San Antonio shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. Free throw good, Wembanyama.
Honestly, we have never seen someone like Victor Wembanyama, a skilled 7.5-footer. I mean, the way he moves, it's unreal.
Pass to Hayes. That one is off. Here's Wembanyama. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. San Antonio on top, leading by 3. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Spurs lead by 3. Barnes the screen. Outside for Wembanyama. 3-pointer. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox. Wembanyama's got 12.
When Wembanyama goes up, he can be so quick. I mean, the rookie looking very assertive.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Will De'Aaron Fox, the inaugural 2023 Clutch Player of the Year, he said, quote, "You can't be afraid to fail. Obviously, you're not going to make every shot, but my team puts me in position to succeed, so the least I can do is have confidence in myself to take good shots." Brian?
Allie, thanks. You know, he's become a star. Barnes, no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And there's James from the arc. Rebounded by the Spurs. And here comes the break. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
One thing you don't want to let Barnes do is get comfortable in the open floor. I mean, he's outstanding at running past the opposition in transition.
Kicks it to Doncic. 6 on the shot clock. Yes! He's still got it! LeBron!
Man, when you're down, you want him taking it hard to the rack. Get those points and fire up this team.
Right side Barnes. They grab their own miss. Here's Castle. Tipped.
For Castle.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Back to James for the tie. Barnes with the rebound.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Clark, what's incredible about LeBron? He makes as big of an impact off the court as he does on it.
B.A., I think it's going to be one of the great case studies when he's all done playing, how he's impacted the game and uplifted people across the country and world. He's a tremendous advocate for social justice. He's obviously a shrewd and successful businessman, and he's been a vocal leader who also leads by example. He's actually epitomizing the change he'd like to see in other folks and inspiring along the way.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Boy, I like the focus and unselfishness Fox brings to the court. A strong defender with lightning-quick reflexes in every spot.
San Antonio shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game. Free throws good for Fox. And both free throws good for Fox. Lakers trail by 5. James, left side. Tries the spin move. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Hayes. Back to James. From the top of the key, he buries it. James has got 17 points.
Hey, I really like what I'm seeing from LeBron here tonight, keeping it simple. He's going to the hot hand, which is him. That's pretty good.
Now here's Doncic. Reeves up top. For the tie. Offensive rebound. Oh, Luka, like a bull in there.
Boy, there is no quit in Doncic. He competes every play, every game.
Here's Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
And Fox powers it home.
Fox never afraid to take it right at the defense on the drive. An excellent display of speed there.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Both teams will make substitutions. And Greg Popovich has called timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Yeah, Coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Lakers trail by 5. Vincent, right side. Sohan with a rebound. On offense, here is San Antonio. The kick out to Paul. Inside. The shot by Sohan, no good. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. To the paint. Here's Len. It's hauled in by Mamukelashvili. San Antonio leading by 5.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Here's Champagnie. Back to Sohan. He got it up. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. The third quarter comes to a close. San Antonio on top, leading by... Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And here's Vincent. Pass to Lynn. Vanderbilt with it. There's the screen by Lynn. Here's Connect. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Vanderbilt. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Come on, man.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
They set the screen. Driving inside. Out to the wing. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Len pulls it in.
With that much room around him, it's hard to imagine he could have gotten a better shot.
Over to the left wing. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there. San Antonio leading by 3. To the middle. The shot by Sochan, no good. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Greg Popovich's huddle. This might be a close late game, but don't tell Coach. They were cool as a cucumber in the huddle, and I think that resonates with their players. We'll see if that approach works. Brian?
As always, Allie, we thank you. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. Hachimura outside. Into the lane. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, B.A.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team.
Back, man.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
And it's James with the jam.
Never gets old seeing LeBron explode off the floor like that.
Out to Fox. Back to Wembanyama. Pass to Fox. Back to Wembanyama. 4 on the clock. Well, there's the shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
You know, guys, sometimes that just
Come
happens.
on, Gamma.
You don't like to see it when the game is this close.
The Lakers trail. Doncic down the lane. Can't cash it in from close range. And San Antonio has possession. Kicks it out to Barnes. Back to Wembanyama.
Yeah, such a difficult frame to guard. Wembanyama draws the foul easily.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Spurs.
Well, you know, for me, the passing has been fantastic all night. Everybody loves watching this style of basketball where the ball moves and players move. Coaches, fans, and even us broadcasters can appreciate that kind of action. He missed a chance to put him up by 3. You know he'd like to have that one back.
And that one's good. James.
The magnitude of the moment not lost on LeBron James. He knows they needed a bucket there, and he's going to get it for him.
Now here's Barnes. Barnes a screen. Outside for Wembanyama. Back to Fox. Shot clock at 6. James with a steal. To take the lead. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. He hits the first one, and that gives him a lead. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 2-point ball game.
In tense situations at the line, they can count on him to keep his cool.
Here's Fox. Deflected. And as it goes out of bounds, San Antonio will keep possession. .151 left to play in the fourth. Pass to Vassell. 6 on the shot clock. San Antonio again missing. Now Los Angeles with it. They played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Barnes with it. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Wembanyama with it. Barnes feeling it out a bit. And a nice finish on the layup.
And Barnes, great at getting the shot he wants in big moments of the game. Clutch, Harrison Barnes.
Hayes with a screen. And they're running. The finish. Count it.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
James. Off target at the rim. Grant, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here.
Pass to Castle. Outside Barnes. Here's Wembanyama. He's defended by Hayes. They recover it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Come on.
Crucial possession right here.
The crowd is on edge.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock.
Fuck,
and
man.
knocks down the 3.
And they do have a foul to give if needed.
Pass to Barnes. Fox outside. Here goes Fox. Now Wembanyama. For the win! Oh, that shot had a chance.
Come on, Wembanyama.
All or nothing shot attempt is off the mark. And so it's the Lakers who scrape by with the win. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill.
Yeah, man.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, with David Aldridge roaming the sideline. Now, here's Fox. And the basket is good. Should be a lot of great ball movement tonight, RJ. These teams love sharing the wealth out there.
And you gotta love it, Kevin. As a player, it's always great to see a team functioning as a unit. Fans love to see everyone get involved.
And you could tell he thought that triple was gonna fall.
And it's Fox with the jam.
Boy, Fox, there may not be a quicker player with the ball in his hands.
James in the post. And finished off by LeBron.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Pass to Wembanyama. Back to Barnes. Shot clock at 5. To the inside. Taken away by Hayes. And now James pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Yo, watch out. LeBron James on the break, honestly, I'm going to tell you the truth. Just get out of the way.
And, Richard, you've watched LeBron James over the years. His approach never wavers. It never changes.
He is all business all the time, on the court, off the court. The consistency of his focus and mental toughness is unbelievable.
Now here's LeBron following the missed shot by De'Aaron Fox. You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career. But the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win. Guys, if anything, he's gotten stronger.
And when you think of LeBron, his competitive spirit is, to me, the first thing that comes to mind. All this guy wants to do is win all the time.
Now here's Barnes. Fires for 3. Reeves with the rebound.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Pass to Hayes. LeBron outside. Lakers passing it around. Screen by James. Tries the spin move. To the paint. Here's Reeves. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
High IQ pass by LeBron. He reads the floor and gets it to the open shooter.
Back to Wembanyama. Can they get it? It's rebounded by Hayes.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
James with it. Now guarded by Wembanyama. Got a piece of it. Fox with the steal. Here's Castle. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Lakers leading by 4. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with J.J. Redick, and I asked him, how do you contend with the size and skill of Victor Wembanyama? He said, every night we see this guy do something no one has ever seen before. It's kind of like dealing with the unknown. A whole new kind of player needs new... schemes. So we'll see some inventiveness out there on the defensive side tonight, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David. San Antonio making a switch here. And J.J. Redick is called timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. And the Spurs with possession. They trail by 6. And something you see with the Lakers, they really trust their role players, don't they, Richard?
Yeah, LeBron does a great job of empowering his group. That's why he's top 5 in the league all time in assists. If you earn his trust, he will give you a ton of space to work. The Lakers know that they can only go as far as their great group of role players.
The Spurs making a switch here. We've got 1:55 left in the first. Pass to Castle. Now Barnes. Wembanyama looking it over. 5 to shoot. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Here's LeBron. Pass to Hachimura. Driving the lane to the left wing. And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here.
Oh,
1:16 left in the first quarter of the game. Spurs trail by 4. Right wing. Lets the 3 fly. And that one's good. Champagnie.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Pass to Hayes.
Come to me, come to me.
Kicks it out to James. He takes it in. Back to Hayes. Goes up again. The rebound by the Spurs.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
Wembanyama, a screen. And Fox has it in the corner. And it's blocked. Here's Hachimura. Still without a basket. And it goes down 2 points.
In the paint, LeBron James is capable of running right over the defender. That is athletic.
Castle misses. LeBron with it. Got it off in time. And it's in. Oh, wow. He nails the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
That's the play that pumps up the whole team, and they'll try to carry that energy into the next period.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Lakers. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Los Angeles leading by 5. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. LeBron James is still dominating at an age where most players are well into their retirement. How does he do it? He said, show up, put the work in, and then go out and trust it. I'm just trying to push the limit. See how far I can take this thing. It's me versus Father Time. Kevin, back to you.
And, David, that's one you're always going to win against Father Time. Hey, thank you for the report. Wembanyama. LeBron with the block.
And Bron with the block. Look, the shooters are working hard, but he is all over them.
And something that every NBA player has now that maybe they didn't a couple years ago, RJ, their own personal trainer.
Well, it's just a beautiful investment of your own resources back into your body. I love that players are hiring chefs, dietitians, sleep aides, and the teams are hiring them. I love every aspect of that.
Pass to Barnes. Good D by LeBron. Los Angeles leading by 6. And we played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter.
Gets inside
and finishes.
Now, look, a coach is going to trust LeBron James to just put up monster numbers because that's who he is. But it is nice to see him get into a nice groove like this.
Barnes outside. Here's Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
You know, Greg, with a combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
Here's James, 13 points in the game. And no good that time. Good D by Barnes. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Beyond the arc. Drops in the tray. Barnes has got his first 3 points of the game.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And here is Fox for 3. That shot missing. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Out to Doncic. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Los Angeles with another miss. Spurs trailed by 4. Down low. The kick out to Barnes. Barnes.
Oh, come on, bud. Come on, bud. Come on, man. That's it.
Here's Doncic. Hayes. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Fox, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Oh, Doncic all the way.
Once Doncic gets inside with the ball, he's halfway there. Then he just uses his strength to finish the job.
Back to Wembanyama. Over Hayes. And that one hits back iron. Lakers leading by 8. LeBron with it. Now guarded by Wembanyama. And they double up Doncic. James. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Barnes left side. The kick out to Fox. Pass to Wembanyama. Drops one in from the wing. 6 points for Victor Wembanyama.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop him. And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Here's Doncic after the basket by San Antonio.
Look, getting inside positioning is what he wants. Like, once that man gets in there and gets moving, oh, he's going to finish that dunk.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To the middle. And the dunk by Barnes.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
Now, here's Doncic.
Get there, get there.
Inside. Here's Reeves. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
Look at that, love.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Lakers lead by 4. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Richard, one thing is for sure with these Spurs, a lot of top free agents have got to be looking at him now as a destination.
It doesn't take a lot of skill to see that Wemby is a different type of player. And look, if you are a free agent, that's the player that you want to look at to say, hey, can I team up with him and go on a string of championships?
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Here's Vincent. And Len has it in the corner. Misses the three. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Spurs. 4-point game. Oh, that's the highlight of the night. Wembanyama.
And we talk about how Wembanyama makes the wow plays. Wow.
Here's Len. And the layup falls. And the Lakers lead by 4.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
Connect. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Here's Barnes. A pass to Fox. Back to Barnes for the lead.
Shit moving too lit, man.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Len. Back to Vanderbilt. Len, a screen. Just 5 on the clock. And so the ball's out of bounds. Vanderbilt touched it last. San Antonio trailing here. Fox with it. Connect picks him up. And it's Vassell in the corner. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. So it's the Lakers now. Now Vanderbilt. Still yet to score. Vanderbilt with the screen. Here's Goodwin. And Len has it in the corner. 4 on the shot clock. And again, the Lakers no good. A pass to Fox. Stolen by Connect. To the inside. Now here's Len. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Good work as it goes.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
Back to Fox. Outside for Wembanyama. And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Richard, during his rookie year, Victor Wembanyama had a game with 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 blocks, and 5 made threes, a 5-by-5 for the ages.
That was the first time someone put up those numbers in NBA history. Wemby is going to continue to do things we have never seen before.
And you know, De'Aaron Fox, he has become, RJ, I think, almost impossible to defend.
Yeah, he's always had great speed, so defenders would sag off of him. But now that he has that step-back 3, so you have to play up, and that's what he wants you to do. One of the fastest guys in the league. For Fox, it's about using his blinding quickness to his advantage on both ends of the floor.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to the dominance that saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. They got to know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And, of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us? Perfect.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Now here's Len. Back to Vincent. Six on the shot clock. Back to Len. Tries a 3. They get the rebound. Second shot opportunity. Vanderbilt misses. So it's San Antonio now. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. And Fox gets it to go.
He's having one of those nights. Fox just filling it up.
Here's Vanderbilt after the basket by De'Aaron Fox. Len.
Oh, shit, man. Come on, man.
The sweet pump fake that frees the D. Len's got it all tied up now for Los Angeles. Here's Fox. Stolen by Connect. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. So both teams making some changes here. There's 18 seconds left to play in the third. And they double up James. Here's Hayes. No one near Reeves as he lets it go. Buries the long-range jumper. Reeves has got 6. Here's Paul. And he drives in. Misses from short range. Got it up. He can't get that one. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Lakers ahead, leading by... We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team. Now, he said, come on, can anybody make a three? We have to be better from deep. He implored his team to find the shooters, get them open with movement and picks. We'll see if it works, guys.
Thank you, David. And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Spurs trail by 3. Wembanyama down low. The wide open look here for Fox. Offline with his three. Here's Hachimura. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. Here's Barnes. And it's Vassell in the corner. Tipped away. Stolen by Reeves. 3-on-3. Back to James. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Hachimura. And the dunk by Hachimura.
And proving to be effective around the rim. Hachimura leaving no doubt about that one.
Down low. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. Rui Hachimura picks one up.
What a play there, the hoop plus the harm.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Lakers.
Oh, they've been punishing the inside defense consistently in this one. Look, it's been a very productive area of the floor for them.
Reeves outside. To the paint, and stolen by Barnes. Outside Fox from 12 feet out.
Come on!
Get it to go. And so Doncic will bring it up for Los Angeles. The lead is 2. To the middle. Here's LeBron. And LeBron throws it down.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Barnes with it. Here he goes. Outside, Fox. Poked away. Doncic with the steal. James left side. Over Wembanyama. James no good. Spurs trail by 4. Wembanyama right side. Back to Barnes. The kick out to Fox. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. James looking it over. Pass to Hayes. Just 3 to shoot. Can't hit from in close. Barnes outside. Back to Fox. And the three off
Fox,
target.
come on.
Los Angeles leading by 4.
That's you.
Reeves outside. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Fox to him.
And that's on the defense there. Gotta know the scouting report and understand that he loves his shot.
Outside, Fox. Another miss by Fox.
That is not the shot they needed there. You gotta work it around and get a better look.
And the dunk by James.
Bron dunked that like he was angry. Is he okay? Man, he got the table shaking over here.
Pass to Wembanyama. Barnes outside. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Doncic outside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Harrison Barnes picks one up.
Eye-popping talent from Doncic. We don't see many players with his size and skill set.
He hits the first one, and that will push the lead to double digits. All free throws good from Doncic. 1:07 left in the fourth quarter. Vassell outside. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on an 11-3 run.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Lakers.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for LeBron.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Misses the wing 3. And San Antonio has possession, trailing by 13. Fox, no good.
What's going on here?
That free throw good from Doncic. All free throws good from Doncic. There's 21 seconds left in the game. Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Doncic looking it over. Here's Hayes, and Hayes throws it down.
It's done.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And
It's the Milwaukee Bucks, and they're doing business on the road. It's an interconference NBA matchup. I'd like to welcome you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me at the table, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we've also got Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sidelines.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Pass to Kuzma. Greg, we're sure to see a lot of quality basketball here tonight, given the veteran talent on both sides.
Yeah, tremendously high IQs from both teams. So it's a clean game. And some of these players have been through it all in this league.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. I talked with Coach about how he plans to stop Giannis Antetokounmpo tonight. Coach laughed and then asked me, you have any ideas? Giannis is an impossible matchup. We just hope to slow him down a little. As always, it's very difficult to game plan for the Greek Freak, a multiple-time MVP. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Now, here's Doncic after Taurean Prince's miss. James, left side. Reeves, that's a two-pointer. Kuzma pulls it in.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Here's Hachimura. And that'll be two free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you can see what makes Hachimura a tough cover. He can beat you with finesse, and also he can bring the hard hat.
No good on that one. Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
And the defense was all over him once he got in close. Didn't want him to get too comfortable.
Giannis with it. He's picked up by Doncic. James looking around. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to Hachimura. A miss that time would have put him up.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Prince wide open. And the Bucks miss again.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
A nice shot by LeBron.
Yo, watch out. LeBron James on the break, honestly, I'm going to tell you the truth. Just get out of the way.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. And the Bucks making a change here. The Bucks trail. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's blocked. And that'll be Milwaukee as it goes out of bounds. Bucks retain possession. Here's Lillard. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in.
Oh, wow. Goodness. Man.
And that one is hammered home.
And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
Now here's LeBron. Out to Doncic. 6 to shoot. And the rejection by Giannis. On the wing, Green. Back to Prince. Lillard from outside. Rebounded by the Lakers. Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City.
LeBron
on, man.
Oh, textbook pick and roll there. James doing a great job breaking down the defense.
Inside. And to Antetokounmpo.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
And they double up Doncic. James outside. .41 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
Come
and
on.
It's good for 2.
Yeah, just too much big boy basketball by LeBron James, just bodying defenders inside.
The kick out to Giannis. To the middle. And they double up Giannis. The rebound.
Come on, Giannis.
The Lakers in the lead. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Pass to Sims. Back to Giannis. That's the end of the first quarter. Not much scoring. It remains close. Lakers on top. They lead by 1. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And what stands out to you from the Lakers in this one?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
You can't overstate how much interior defense can shape the game. They have a distinct advantage there, and they have turned it into a lead.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much. Austin Reeves went undrafted, but his success comes as no surprise to him. He says, "I've always felt like I belong." It goes back to childhood. His mom once asked him, "Is this confidence or cockiness?" And he told her, "You're basically kind of the same thing." Kevin, back to you.
That's something else. Undaunted. Hey, David, thank you. Doncic right side. To the inside. LeBron, no luck.
Outstanding work to send him away. They sniffed that one out.
And something you see with the Lakers,
Come on, man.
they really trust their role players, don't they, Richard?
Yeah, LeBron does a great job of empowering his group. That's why he's top 5 in the league all time in assists. If you earn his trust, he will give you a ton of space to work. The Lakers know that they can only go as far as their great group of role players.
And finished off by LeBron.
Bron dunked that like he was angry. Is he okay? Man, he got the table shaking over here.
Lillard looking around. Here's Sims, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Tries the spin move. They get it back. Hayes. Now on the scoring card with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
How about the level of activity this dude just brings to the glass? Just refusing to give up on plays, and his teammates, trust me, they appreciate the effort.
And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They trail by 1.
Shit, man.
Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Doncic has got his first bucket in this one. Here's Lillard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Luka Doncic.
Yeah, you never want to foul Dame in the act. He's almost automatic from the line.
The first free throw is good. Richard, we know how hard the game is to play, but I think we also know how hard the game is to officiate.
I agree, Kevin. I think the one thing about basketball is that it's constant movement. There are plays happening all around the referees. It's not like football where every 45 seconds you run another play. In 45 seconds, you could have had a different 5 or 6 possessions. That puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the referees.
Come on, you got it.
No good.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
On the wing, Reeves. And the 3 off target. And it's Milwaukee's ball to the paint. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Pass to Sims. Lillard left side. Got a piece of it.
Shit.
On the wing, Doncic. Doncic with a strong move inside.
Once Doncic gets inside with the ball, he's halfway there. Then he just uses his strength to finish the job.
Down low. Here's Sims.
And
the rejection by James. On the wing, Doncic. Misses the 3.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
I know Reeves has been accused of hunting fouls before, Richard. Do you see that?
Oh, I don't know if it's all on Reeves. It's just the way the game is played. Great players learn how to put you in position to foul them. The goal of the game is to score, and if that's hunting fouls, then hunt away.
LeBron is doubled. Pass to Hayes. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
Come on, man.
Hayes has got the lead up to 1 now for the Lakers.
And that's LeBron, one of the best front court playmakers. That is something you just can't teach.
Prince, that's for 2. The Lakers with the rebound. And here is LeBron. He's got 10. James absolutely owning the inside.
Now, look, a coach is going to trust LeBron James to just put up monster numbers because that's who he is. But it is nice to see him get into a nice groove like this.
Lillard outside. Back to Green. Lillard outside. The Bucks need to get a shot off here.
Known for his scoring, there, Lillard with a fantastic pass in that screen and roll.
James in the post. James crowbars it in.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. The shot by Antetokounmpo, nobody around, and so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Lakers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Lakers leading by 3. And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
Pass to Vanderbilt. 6 on the shot clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Inside, here's Kuzma. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Kuzma's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for the Bucks. Benson with it.
Come on.
Contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Lakers shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. First free throw is good. And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
Pass to Lopez. Shoots over Len. Bucks passing it around. Portis the screen. To the paint. Vanderbilt with the rebound. Los Angeles leading by 3. And there's the drive. Banked in off the glass.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
And they look like a completely different team. I wonder what coach said to them at halftime to help spark this momentum change.
To the middle. Here's Len. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Bucks trail by 3. To the inside. Lopez. Misses from close range.
Fucking 7-foot away, man.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Back to Vanderbilt.
Yeah, easy call.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
He's off on the first.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And he can't hit the second. Trent with it. Connect picks him up. And a wide open look for Porter. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Porter's got his first bucket of the game and he's on the board for 3. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. The Bucks use their size defensively to great impact. Coach Doc Rivers said, we're not fast, we're long. So we get our fingertips on a lot of balls, and that slows fast teams down. Switching keeps guys in front of you, and the more size we can put in front of people, the better we can be. Kevin?
DA, you follow this league for a long time. That sounds like a pretty good game plan. For the lead, and trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Now Vincent. Pass to Len. Fires from deep. Vincent's shot is good.
Come on.
Vincent's got 5.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Over to the wing. Now Portis. Back to Lopez. Lots of room. Len grabs the
ball. Lopez. Come on, Lopez.
It's a shame to see a high percentage look go to waste. He'll be hearing about this one in the locker room, I'm sure.
And Connect gets it to go.
Well, Connect is not just a shooter. He's got the strength to handle that interior contact.
And Lopez has it in the corner. 3-pointer. Rebound the Lakers. To the wing right side. To the middle. And stolen by Portis. Trent left side. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
55 seconds left in the third. Pass to Kuzma. Shot clock at 6. Here's Lopez. Stolen by Len. Here's Connect. To the paint. Good D by Lopez. Bucks trail by 5. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Inside. Off with the layup.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Vanderbilt gets a wide open look. And that one comes up a bit short. Portis inside the three-point line. And we've reached the end of the third. Lakers lead by 5. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team. Yeah, he begged them, don't give up. He told his guys one possession at a time. Let's go out there and do what we talked about. That's how we get back into this one. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. James cooking from deep.
When you're guarding LeBron, you have to give him something. So the King, well, he'll take a three-point basket.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Bucks trail by 8. It's rebounded by Hayes. And here are the Lakers. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
RJ, last season, LeBron passed 40,000 career points. Do you think we'll ever see someone get even close to that number again?
Probably not, Kevin. Not in my lifetime. You have to understand, you're going to have to score 25 points a game for 20-plus seasons to even have a chance. LeBron, he's one-on-one. He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Here's LeBron. Milwaukee with the rebound. Giannis outside. Bucks passing it around. Down low. Here's Sims.
To my Sim.
Hook. Lakers leading by 7. James in the post. Buries it down low. LeBron's got 20.
Good work on the block. I like when LeBron gets aggressive this close to the rim.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Sims. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. LeBron with it. Lillard picks him up. To the middle. And Hayes throws it down.
The selfless attitude of James. When someone on his team has a clean look, he feeds him.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Here's Doncic. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. It's rebounded by Hayes. Lakers leading by 9. Fires from the corner. Again, the Lakers.
Just zero hesitation from James, trusting his shot.
To the paint.
Good
with the layup. So it's the Lakers now. On the wing, Reeves. Here's Doncic. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Eye-popping talent from Doncic. We don't see many players with his size and skill set.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
Here's LeBron, and the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Bucks trail by 9. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Kicks it out to Prince. Here's Sims over LeBron. The shot by Sims, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
See, right there, you know you have to foul LeBron James because you just have no chance to stop him.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he can't make the second free throw either. Missing both. Bucks trail by 9. Antetokounmpo with the ball. He's picked up by LeBron. That one goes in.
And this is where you feed Giannis. The closer he is, the more dangerous he becomes.
James outside. Hayes in the post. And Hayes throws it down.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Outside, Green. Screen by Giannis. 4 on the clock. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. The kick out to LeBron. Drains it from beyond the arc. And it's a 12-point Los Angeles lead.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused,
concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
The layup off target. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that'll do it.
Isabella.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports.
Here we go.
NBA action is coming up. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
I got him.
Now, here is Holiday. To the middle. Here's Porzingis.
That's it, man. What's him saying now? Yeah.
Stolen by Reeves. To the wing on the left. And a wide open look for Hachimura. Off target with his three. And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
Ah, come on, man.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Easy money for Kristaps
Porzingis.
That's 7-3 we're talking about.
Here's Hayes. Kicks it out to LeBron. Takes the three. Sinks the three-pointer.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
White drives in. And White slams it in.
Off the dribble drive slash. Derek White. Boy, I'll tell you what, taking no prisoners on that finish.
Kicks it out to LeBron. No good from outside. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. Coach said they want to force Jason Tatum to uncomfortable spots on the floor. Now, they recognize those spots are few and far between.
Come on, man.
But Coach wants to keep Tatum out of the paint specifically. If his team can do that and force Tatum to shoot more from outside, they feel relatively good about their chances. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David. Back to Doncic. 5 on the clock. Here's the three. A three-pointer is right on target.
Man.
Well, this is what makes Luka so special. He's so unpredictable.
Pass to Porzingis. Outside, White. From the arc. And
White, come on, it's White for that.
And here are the Lakers. And here's Hayes. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Now, the very definition of unselfish. LeBron could score every time, but you see his affinity for getting his teammates involved.
Now, here's Porzingis. Brown with it. Defended by Reeves. Inside. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. You know, Doris, from the moment Jason Tatum entered the NBA, he has been the guy on his team. How big a burden do you think that is for a player to carry?
Well, Jason Tatum, regardless of how much responsibility he has always worn it gracefully. This young man, from the time he was a little kid in St. Louis, has dreamed of leading an NBA team. He is doing exactly that.
Celtics passing it around. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Out to White. There's the three.
Ah!
That one's a miss.
Come on, White!
Third shot of the game. He's made one of them. James left side. To the inside. On the wing, James. Boston grabs the miss.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Out to Porzingis. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Boston making a switch here.
Stop everybody see vinegar.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
Dapat tayo sim. Fuakal. Babi sim. Ito na makili bon sa msipari tigre negla. Goodbye sana.
Lakers leading by 4. And it's White with the rebound.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
41 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Tatum. It's deflected. James in the post. Nice move. And the layup is up and in. James has got 5 points so far.
A monster down low. LeBron James, the rare package of skill, size, and athleticism.
Tatum a screen. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Outside Holiday. Here's White. No good on the triple. And so it's Los Angeles with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times.
I'm gonna tell them, man.
Not everybody develops at the same rate.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
Welcome back, Kinsar.
Well, Jason Tatum has proven he can score at the NBA level, but you want to see him share the basketball. Pretty pass.
Here's Hayes. Nice D from Porzingis. Celtics trail by 6. Brown with it. Still yet to score. White wide open. He fires. No good with the triple. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, coming out of high school at 6'0", Derek White didn't receive any full scholarship offers. He says it was humbling, but it drove me to get better. Each time you have the doubters, you just put a little chip on your shoulder. The 29th pick overall in 2017, he's come a long way. Kevin, those chips are still there.
You're so right, David. Thanks. He's become a heck of a player. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Trailing here by 8. You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career. But the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win. Guys, if anything, he's gotten stronger. Celtics trail by 8. And the rejection by James.
That size and strength, LeBron, a tough one to try to shoot over.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. White a screen. It's stolen by Hachimura. Here's Doncic. The second chance effort. And he sinks the layup. Doncic has got the lead up to 10 now for the Lakers. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
Hachimura with it. Now guarded by Tatum. James wide open. Buries the long-range jumper. LeBron's got 10 points in the game.
This is why LeBron's so tricky to defend. Yes, he has the strength to go inside and finish, but he's also got such touch from behind the arc.
Boston, no good that time either.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last three, but it just wasn't in the cards.
LeBron going to work inside.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
A shifty player really thrives on making the right play. Holiday sure runs a smooth pick and roll.
To the paint. Here's James. The rebound by Holiday. Celtics trailed top 13. GA, these Boston Celtics offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Pass to Hachimura. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And that goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Kept alive. Here's LeBron. Knocked loose. Hey.
Come on, man.
Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Left foot.
He's got 8.
And this is something this guy takes pride in. Capitalizing on second chance opportunities.
Outside, James. There's 38 seconds left in the second quarter. Reeves outside. Pass to James. 5 to shoot. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
You'll be kidding me.
And some changes here for the Celtics. And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Celtics trailed by 13. Here's Pritchard. Pass to Cornette. Outside, Horford. Here's Pritchard. Back to Horford. Vanderbilt with the steal. That will count. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. 13 points up at the end of the period. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Los Angeles leading by 13. Pass to Len. He tries for 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. You know, DB, I imagine any lineup could benefit from a veteran guy like Al Horford.
Boy, you just look at how younger guys on the team lean on Al. He guides them through any number of experiences. He's been a pro's pro from the moment he entered the league,
man.
And he's still having an impact with his defensive ability and range shooting. Well, you love to see Finney Smith look to score it inside. He's got length and athleticism.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And the way the Celtics can attack teams' doors with their 5-out set. it's impossible to fully defend it.
Kevin, there is so much space on the floor because they have shooters at every single position and guys who balance that shooting with an ability to get off the dribble drive. This is as good an offense as we've seen.
And that one drops for him.
Well, just tremendous work in the pick and roll. Al Horford outstanding as the roll man.
About 1 minute played here in the second half. Down low. Here's Lamb. And the top right Lamb.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I tell you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Len's shot is off. Celtics trail by 10. Pass to Horford. Here's Hauser. Shot clock at 6. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. They grab their own miss. Vanderbilt lets it go with the 3. They shoot again. Connect with it. Pass to Vincent. Bangs home the trifecta. Vincent's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Pritchard. He has yet to score. In the corner, Horford with it. Here's Shireman. Picked by Horford. To the paint. Over Vanderbilt. And he can't bank that one in. Lakers leading by 13. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Rebounded by the Celtics. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Jrue Holiday said, we can play small and big. We have great bench players who come in and change the game at any time and could start on other teams. And we have a hunger. Kevin, they're going to be a problem for a long time.
Agreed. Yeah, they are stacked, DA, for sure. To the middle. Here's Cornette. Vanderbilt with the rebound. Pass to Finney-Smith. And finish off by Finney-Smith.
Now, Dorian Finney-Smith has the ability athletically to finish near the cup, and he does so there.
And here is Vanderbilt. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Cornette. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. Lakers leading by 15. Now, here's Vanderbilt. Over in the corner, Vincent. Off target from outside. The Celtics on offense. Back to Horford. Over to the left wing. Celtics passing it around. The Celtics need to get a shot off.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Now Vincent. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Here's Pritchard. Got it to fall! It went down! He got it to fall!
He did it!
That's a miracle. Are you kidding me?
Listen, under duress of the end of the period, you just throw it up and hope.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Listened in to what Joe Mazzulla told his team. Coach not happy with the team. He told them, come on, we have to value the basketball. We're just giving it away. We'll see if they listened. Guys?
Thanks, David. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And so it's Holiday with it. He'll bring it up for Boston. A 12-point game. Now the Lakers on the break. Up the floor. James absorbing hits on the drive. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Lakers.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
Screen by Porzingis. Clock at 6. Here's White. No good on the 3.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Back to James. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And it's White missing. Lakers leading by 14. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Misses the 3. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. And the dunk by Porzingis.
To have that kind of body control, Kristaps Porzingis makes it look easy.
And here is James. LeBron is doubled. Rebounded by the Celtics. Looking to get it going. It's rebounded by Hayes. Guys, they've really built a nice lead here.
And doesn't show any sign of slowing down.
LeBron is doubled. Pass to Doncic. And Tatum pulls it down. Here's Boston now. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Here's Pritchard. No good.
Oh, Pritchard! Come on, man.
By 12. Inside. Hayes. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 10 rebounds. Pass to Pritchard. Over in the corner, White. Jacks up a 3. Sinks the triple.
He's not always assertive on the catch, but Derek White rise and fire from three-point, and it is on target.
Here's Hayes. Back to Hachimura. Plays it up off the glass. Hachimura's got his first points of the game.
Well, this is the area that he's most comfortable. Rui Hachimura, such a solid performer in the painted area.
Tatum, no good. Pass to Hayes. Back to Reeves. Into the lane. Banked in off the glass. And the Lakers lead by 15.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Los Angeles.
This is a game where the defense, Steele specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
Double team on Holiday. Tatum wide open, he fires one. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. LeBron right side. And it's White with the rebound. Some nice ball movement here by the Celtics. The kick out to Holiday from downtown.
What's up, good, man? Come on, man.
From deep. Here's Reeves. And he drops in the layup.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Outside, White. Pass to Pritchard. Launches a three. LeBron makes a two-pointer. And he drops it in from the low post.
What you're seeing is LeBron James get to the spots on the floor he wants to, and now you're going to have to try to break his rhythm. That's tough to do.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. Some good moments throughout this run, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris.